Hi, YouTube. I hope you're all doing good. I'm doing okay. I had a refreshing walk out in the snow this morning. Not too early, but I went out to clear my satellite dish, and some of that snow was like 3 foot deep. Um, just about with some drifts in a couple spots. It was like, whoa, the kind of snow little kids can get lost in. So yeah, that was a trip. Well, it gave me some different type of exercise I've been doing, like with my resistant band and push-ups and different leg exercises and weight bearing stuff and whatever. Because some of you may not know, when I first started on YouTube, I had just had a stroke. I had a horse fall on me. I had broken bones from my arm, so it was hard to type and everything from Catch and Doug. And let's see what else. A cyanitis operation right before that, and several other things with all my allergies. So it's like, yeah, it was a trip. I'm feeling pretty good now since I've been exercising regularly, you know. So I'll take like a 3 day break and then hit it again, like every day or at least every other day. So yeah, but like today, it wasn't enough exercise for the whole day, but it was a refreshing start, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna take my time getting to know people. I've subbed to a couple channels, and it's like I'm just biding my time because I've been used before, but that part, um, whether or not I take time to help somebody, that's really neither here nor there, but I don't know. Time will tell. So I'm just gonna take my time. It's like, for instance, I was trying to listen to Planet X Hunter live stream from the UK, and maybe because of the snow, I'm not sure. Well, I know from my point, my internet service is bad. I have a satellite dish, so if the weather's cloudy, it's affected because it's not hooked to any cables in the ground at all. So it's from the air to a dish out in the back. So yeah, but so what my point? Oh, so anyway, for some reason, I mean, I could listen to a Seven Spalding live stream. Um, After, not right away. It was I had loading problems, buffering because of the storm, but later I was able to play most of it until I think I just got too much snow on the thing out there. But that video from the UK wouldn't even load at all. It just kept buffering. I'd get it'd come on in snippets. It's like, so this morning I was able to listen to the rest of Seven Spalding's video live stream, but not Planet X would not load. So, and I tried again on a new one from his new one this morning, and I'm not sure. It's just weird. I'll have to try it again. Maybe, I don't know. I'll have to see when the sky is cloudy when he's live streaming, if it even comes in. But there's times that I wasn't able to play people's live streams right after they streamed, even. Um, I was able to, like, the following day. Whereas if somebody made like a solid video that wasn't live, and I'd even turn the chat off to see if things would load, that type of thing. But I could play like a smaller video somebody had made or something. Maybe it's a graphic thing. It's probably They probably flip a switch with people's internets. That's what I think. They're just sitting there playing God with their internet shit. So, anyway, who knows, right? So, it's been a good day so far. I saw Robin's Hood video I'm watching right now. He had showed us, let me see, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania the other day. It's the Kensington area. And he was driving by and saying they should clean it up because there wasn't enough dumpsters. There's not bathrooms for these people. There's nothing. You know, they should even have showers and places to wash their laundry. I don't care if they're addicts or not. They're human beings. There should be free food. You know, the government make sandwiches and get toilets and showers and clothes for people out there. You can recycle all the clothes. Everything can be turned into carbon, and you can pave your way to a new White House that needs to be restructured. The whole thing needs to be restructured, you know. So, with those that don't have greedy minds for themselves or their close ones, with just the people, just their best interests at heart. There should be some kind of lie detector. They say they want to be a public official. It's like the word of God. Say you want to preach the word of God, or have the persona of that situation. Are you willing to stand before God himself? And if you're lying about it, if it's out of greed, be zapped right that second. That's how serious I am about this. These people should be put in an electric chair, and if the lie detector detects any kind of shady shit, they're zapped right at that moment. That's how I believe, whether it be Nibiru or Planet X or the Phoenix or the um, Spirit of Christ rising up in it, everybody with that good energy will cause men's hearts to fail. People. I literally believe that's the pressure we're all feeling. The dark cabal is doing that type of thing to us, but that can be ignored with the strength of our minds. It's just like baby shit, type of thing with all that. And as a matter of fact, great minds can fry that power grid out with everybody else's too, but that's a fact. And that could be what's in store. And, it's like I was telling people in a live stream just a little bit ago on Time for a Judgment. They were talking about cloning. Well, God can turn evil into good. He can make use of what was meant for bad and turn it into something good. So, what if all these clones, say if they clone 100 babies, which either way isn't a good thing, but what if they aren't soulless? What if they're all children of God with the Christ Spirit in them and it turned on them? What if they're so smart to be able to look like an altered bloodline, like one of them, but they're actually not? And they're contaminating those people from the inside out to bring their soul, their DNA, into a loving aspect of rest till it's time for them to do it the right way. That's what I believe. So, yeah. So anyway, I'm taking my time, getting close to people. I wrote a couple paragraphs on a friend's uh, live. But I really typically nowadays don't do a whole lot of that either, unless that really somebody's asking a question or something needs to be said um, to help them in any respect. But nothing's ever not anything is ever out of without good intentions. It's not even, it's beyond good intentions. It's where I'm guided with my heart. And the law of God is written on our hearts. There's no book that covers that. I mean, there's books that um, go along with that and are the word of God in that respect, but it's still a coded situation written by man, although it was produced by God. Still produced by God, even deeper is what we know is true on our hearts. You know, it's like when I feel a bad vibe and then people try and act like I didn't, I'm going to hunt you down for that shit. You are not, I'm not done with you, is what I'm saying. The person that did that to me and the other brother that's going along with it, either out of deviousness um, or just for the sake of family, either way, I don't care. I'm about ready to take back all the help I gave through the past 6 years. And I think that some of you already know that's happening in some respects because God's answering my prayers. I am not physically doing anything. I ask for everybody to get what they deserve. No more, no less, including me. So that's it's like a Twilight Zone. The guy needed a new pair of shoes, but he was a murderer. And he kept asking this merchant on the street, what do you have cool that's cool today? It was sort of like magical. And it was one time like a comb or a pen or something that he gave this gangster. And the next time he was like running after the little old man, the merchant, like, what do you have? And he's like, you can't have any more. It was like almost like a genie thing. You get 3 wishes, then that's it. And he like left a pair of shoes on the sidewalk or something for this dude. And the dude put them shoes on just in time. The little man merchant escaped. The gangster had these shoes on, and the name of the episode was Slippery Shoes, as he tried to get out of the way of a car that was barreling down the road towards him. He couldn't do it because he was greedy. So that little old merchant took care of him. I guess that's what happens. Everything equals itself out, is what I'm saying. And then, too, bad can be used for good in a lot of ways. It can be turned into that. It doesn't necessarily start like that. As a matter of fact, no bad ever does. No bad is ever meant for good. But God can make it into that for us. So, and one of us, if we've had abusive parents and or spouses or relatives or friends or whatever the case may be, he'll take that situation and use it for the betterment of everybody involved. So that's my faith. I don't know if you can see the snow out there. Yes, you can on the side of that building. It's Isn't that wild? It's like, well, the eave where it's coming down there, it's just metal shed, metal pole shed shop, but you can see it's like 2 foot on there, and then it's kind of, looks like 3 foot of snow sliding down there. That's all together what we had just in a couple days. Well, there was about, I take that back, there was about 8 to 10 inches on there already, and there's more now, I guess is the way. But it took a few days to get on there this last week. So then we had a couple warm days, and now it snowed again the second day. So look like from what I can see on my extended forecast that we're going to have like a couple clear days, and then it looks kind of chilly, and then next week some more snow. So whatever, if anybody that lives east of me, even some of my Canadian friends live, it's like east of Minnesota, um, across Lake Superior. In that area, you'll be getting some, going even over to the East Coast. Everybody will be getting something. It could, if we got a clipper from Canada, like next week, push more cold weather and snow down to the Ohio area, like Cincinnati, like Stephen Spalding's area. That could be coming up this next week. So I watch the jet streams and everything. I always have, even when I lived around the two different ones, like either down in the southern part of the United States and across the northern part. But they do react with the ocean currents different all the time. And people have a hard time predicting them, and they do try and they get close with their Doppler. But I do it with instincts of the planet itself. So, and that reminds me, how many people do you hear talking about the monoliths and the ley lines and the old-fashioned way of creating telepathy with human beings that weren't meant to have that because they weren't children of God. They were products of a rape, you know, and they weren't meant to have that communication within themselves, and they still don't unless it's God given. You know. So yeah, he gives us visions and stuff, and he can take them away if we ask, or not. Some carry that all their lives to one extent or another, you know, seeing the world for what it is, you know. But it can be rough. I was going somewhere with that. I'll get back. Um, just a minute, I guess. I do have sort of a headache. That's why I should take a couple aspirins too. That would help. I might get interrupted here. But I will get back to what I was talking about, I'm sure. Just a minute. Maybe. Coffee in the garage. Okay, thanks. Okay, they don't have any. Any Colombian. I don't really see any Colombian except that. They got Colombian, that red can shit. Yeah. That's about it. Nothing says Colombian except that shit and what is that red can? Folgers. Yeah. That would be the last. All right. Excuse me. So I might get back to what I was saying because I know it was about the visions that people would have and or do have and the reasons for them. There's different reasons. Uh, there's two spirits at war trying to communicate with everybody on all kinds of levels, and they do use people. so, but yeah, I mean, typically, real average human beings should be way more telepathic without invasion, but that's why it's limited because not just for those people of God, but also the satanic force. They're very limited now compared to what they used to be. Um, that and I'll be so bold to say that thanks to people like me that are aware of that and know how to put a stop to it for the good even of the imbeciles that are doing that and not helping their next generations but literally stifling themselves and their offsprings by doing that, by not realizing they're literally not helping the dark force by joining the dark force. You are damning those involved further with participation if that's what people are doing. So I am testing spirits and souls, and there's some people that can pretend until they die, but that doesn't make it true. But I did, like, for instance, I was on I might have told you, like, I did unsub to somebody. I had gone on there and I was a mod on their channel and was ignored a couple times. It's like, well, I don't need to be hit in the head. F this. I got a lot of things to do with my time, you know. So, and one of them is keeping that strong. Yeah, my back muscles. Oh hell yes. Seven Spalding was saying it's like you're growing wings. Well, for me, I have been doing push-ups so lately, and I wasn't able to do a lot of stuff because of all my injuries. So, um, yeah, I'm feeling good. Not only my back muscles, but all of me. It's like, yes, I like looking like I feel scary because I feel scary and I look like it too. Most of my friends do. If we're either fighting back to back or we're fighting each other. So I tell me where you stand. And yes, I have a sword too, Seven Spalding. Anthony. Well, actually, it's a machete, but I grew up fighting swords, uh, fencing, and one was a little Japanese sword, and the other one, a short Japanese sword, and the other one was a long sword, an English long sword. It was beautiful. Then we had like a cat o' nine tails and bullwhip and different, all kinds of weapons. I grew up nunchuck stars, all kinds of shit. So yeah, when you're speaking warrior, I'm not playing. I'm really saying everything I am saying is true. you know. So, and I think most of my friends are like that. I did run into a few. Oh, I had said that he had told his brother not to be a pussy and confront people. And he was talking about this guy coming after me. But the word he used was coward. And yeah, that is what I would describe this person that turned on me as a coward. So, yeah, you can be a real tough guy and come up against a woman. And I'm not saying this because I think I'm all that, because I'm pretty sure I have friends that could totally demolish me, but I would hurt you, or you wouldn't demolish me. I might surprise you, is what I'm saying, if you are my foe, you know. So, in more ways than one, not just mentally, because I am very, very, very strong, just being even 5'9 1/4" with 36-inch legs and arms. I'm well proportioned. I mean, it's not like my arms are too long from my body or anything, you know. You know what I mean? But I'm not like not bony and I'm not fat. I'm muscular, very, very muscular. So I'll show you in a while here. I got my thick, thick pants on today. They're they're like this thick. It's no shit to go out in that snow. I have snow pants too, but I don't put them on. But, yeah. And a lot of the reason I'm going to say it like it is, I don't stand up a lot. And some people would fucking hate me for it anyway. And I think a lot of people know what I mean. And if you do, and if you don't, or if you think that I have a fat head, either way, I can't fucking help it, you know? So, and I really thought that jealousy shit out of the fucking satanic witches would have stopped a long goddamn time ago. Excuse me, Lord. Please. You know? Really. But it only takes one or two that are connected in that way to help those with greedy intentions run over anybody that gets in their way, you know. So yeah, look how thick these things are. Isn't that something? Or like, I mean, I got other fleece things, but these are just like twice the thickness as most of them, you know. Yeah, I slept in my long sleeve last night. I usually don't, but I was freezing. This dampness really gets me. But it was hard to sleep with the long sleeves on, too. So, yeah. I always get woke up at 3 in the morning. Most, well, when my house burnt down, it was getting close to that time of the morning too, and a lot of bad things in my life always happened at that time. Like I got punched in my sleep, um, awake. You know, there's all kinds of weird things in my life, all my life, that have happened. Sleep deprivation. Um, I could say it's the least of my worries. It's kind of in a way, um, I mean, yes, we have to function in life. That's the hell of it, you know. We still have to get our work done and do the things that we do in life to make it go around. So, if you're sleep deprived, I hope you get rest before you have to go to work, because I was just talking about people in the UK yesterday, how they have to turn their heat down and then go to work the next day after you, when your body has to fight to keep warm. There, you can't eat enough. You'd have to constantly eat not to battle that. You know, I still don't get the people that constantly eat. They get up. It's like a ritual, and they have to put food in their mouth. You know, I don't get it. It's like you never need a break. Your body doesn't say something. Like if you eat that, you might have slippery shoes and not be able to get out of the way of that car. You know, I don't know. I know if you're going to expend a lot of energy, like if you're doing like manual labor, like when I did drywall, you're holding stuff above your head like this. You literally put it on your head or one arm. You have the nails set in there for the perimeter before you screw it off, and you're hammering above your head. That's why I'm strong like that, because I rock and roll. you know and I'm still strong like that. I started lifting weights when I was 9, but I was in gymnastics, ballet, yoga, judo. I mean, and then it just progressed after, like very athletic. So, yeah, don't sit down and let your body seize up on you. And if you've been sick, don't give up. Just keep fighting, because you'll be okay. God will help you out. You heal from the inside out. You know, if you can detox and fast during the day or eat once a day. If you're attacked by the dark cabal, I suggest that, because the same with your well, sleeping is a little different. It's hard to get on somebody else's schedule if you're around them, or if you have people in your family that have a tendency to um, do something abnormal in your life to throw you off. Or some of us have people on the internet that do them type of things too, but that's, it's all a part of who we are. It's not that we accept it, it's just that it's testing spirits, see who's who. It's separating the wheat from the tares. Terrors. I know somebody that's a terror, though, and the Illuminati told me my middle name was Trouble, because they knew they couldn't stop me. They tried to kill me so many times. I could make a list and check it twice and stake my life on it's true. My soul. I can stake my soul on the truth of what I say. Can anybody else? Can you repeat after me? Really, this is my favorite saying. Wouldn't you rather die than lie? Wouldn't you rather die with a clean spirit than a lying one? That I'm not saying anybody watching me is. I'm just asking. I'm posing that question. Are you so confident that God loves you that you can say you'd rather die than lie, and He could take all the lie out of you? Because He can, you know. Well, I love you and I appreciate you joining me. Thank you so much. Literally, I love you all. Have a really good night or day wherever you're at. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA.